Hi, Zach. Thanks for being with us today. How are
No
you
problem.
doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. I actually just got done interviewing Radio Silence for their Blu-ray release of Devil's Due.
Oh, no way.
You were also in, right?
I was.
Zach.
Okay.
So how did that feel coming off one horror film to the next horror film?
You know, there's such I mean, I feel like horror is such a huge umbrella, and that was, you know, a possession movie.
Satanic baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Baby
and this is
feel.
like a kind of more of a thriller. You know, so people get killed, so I guess that's why they're both horror movies. But it was fun, and this was totally different. You know, that was like found footage, and I got to literally film half the movie. And this was, you know, much more stylized, you know, classic sense of making a movie. So they were just totally different projects.
Were you a fan of the first Purge when you saw it?
Yeah, I liked the first Purge. I thought it was cool. You know, I like any movie that makes you like feel something. I thought that made you feel very claustrophobic and like trapped in this house, which is what the characters are going through. Right. And I think the cool thing about the second one is it still makes you feel trapped, but you're trapped outside, which is kind of a crazy concept. Because
it's more horrific because you're actually seeing in person what's going on versus just through their television, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So at some point in the movie, you totally turn into like a threat. Like something snaps in your character, and you're like, "I'm not going to be the victim. I'm going to be the villain." What would you say was your character's snap moment?
I think it's definitely in that train tunnel when we're being chased by the guys with flamethrowers and stuff. And I think Shane kind of hits this moment of, you know, he's going to stand up for the group. These people have been trying to keep him alive, and so he's going to potentially sacrifice himself to keep them alive.
Right. But as the only other man in the group, did you feel like your character had to at some point step up because you didn't want it? No, Frank Grillo to be the only one leading you guys to
I mean,
safety.
I think there definitely was some of that, but we were really conscious of not wanting it to be like a pissing contest between the two guys. And at the beginning, it's like, okay, this guy has a lot of guns. He knows what he's doing. I do not.
Right. Follow
so
bullets.
I'll do what I can. I'll hold this gun. And then, you know, at a certain point, he's carrying someone. So it's like, all right, I need to step up and do this.
Okay. Now I have to ask you, just as a girl, what was the hardest part about filming with your real life wife, who was also your partner in the film? Like, what was the challenges there?
The challenge, there wasn't any. It was awesome. I mean, we're best friends, so it was like going to work with your best friend. I think the only challenge was, you know, there's times where you want to step up and like fight a fight for her, but it's not your place to. So, you know, it's kind of hard sometimes to like let her fight fights.
So how did that happen? Did she get cast first, then you got brought in? How did that
We got cast almost at the exact same time. And when I met with James, the director, I said something, yeah, my wife. And he goes, is your wife in the business? What'd she do? And I said, it's Keely Sanchez. He was like, what? That's your wife? He's like, she's the only person I want for this role. So he had no idea we were married. Yeah.
Very cool. Okay, so one last question. This is a really hard question. I want you to think about it for a second.
Okay, I'll take a second.
If you could purge, if the purge was real, 12 hours, you could do anything, would you purge? And if so, what would you do? Or would you not purge, and why not?
I would definitely not purge. I don't think I have a violent bone in my body.
Do you think you could be provoked, maybe? Like if somebody did you wrong, like Frank Grillo was kind of in that position, like revenge position?
You know, I could definitely understand like his position. However, I think I know it's a boring answer, but I don't think I would purge. I don't think he could drive me to it. I'm gonna go to Canada. I'm getting out. I don't know why people don't just leave. They're like, oh, I'll trust this safety system.
For that day.
Exactly.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me.
No problem.
DreadCentral.